So, the group thing. Yeah, there's people on the internets. We form groups. And look, and I'm going to mention my sad-eyed, but you know, I was genuinely upset. I woke up that morning and I'm dealing with this stuff on YouTube because I spend too much time watching YouTube because I got too much time on my hands. I'm not dealing with the real world. And I thought, I need to make a video. I just need to make a video. And I did. And I want to thank those of you that supported me or gave me solace or whatever I was looking to. But I meant what I said, and I was trying to be as sincere as possible. That's why I took my glasses off. I had just gotten out of the shower, and I don't like posting videos, impromptu response videos. I just don't do that, okay? I do Fez Night and, you know, occasional ROF thing, rarely. And I just don't have the energy for it lately, the way I've been feeling. I just don't want to deal with it. And so I look foolish in a way, you know? I left myself open for ridicule, you know? I looked less than manly. And, but I'm always said I'm not a macho guy. You know that. Folks know about me. But when I'm feeling like this, I'm fearless. I'm crazy. I've heard this theory about people that suffer mood swings, is that it ties back to the berserkers as Viking yore. You know, they work themselves up into a frenzy with perhaps they were already crazy to begin with, but they would take certain drugs or something, natural occurring herbs or mushrooms or something, and work themselves up into a frenzy and just go into battle and just go nuts, you know. And I understand that feeling because I'm just like, just wound up like a tiger, like a cat. Anyway, like I said, I don't want to stay like this because I could get in trouble. But I just need like this level of feeling good. So anyway, look at me. I'm talking a mile a minute. I'm all over the place. So the group thing, all right? And I got myself in sort of a jam with, you know, as far as loyalties are concerned. I talked to the wrong person, you know. But I have a hard time feeling the same level of hatred for others on YouTube that my friends have. You know, I try to sympathize. And a lot of times I negotiate or I talk in the back channels, but my loyalties lie certain places, and I tend to think that I'm good that way. As far as being a Leo, Cyber 9, I totally get it. My sister's a Leo. I'm a Gemini, okay? Dual personalities. But really, Geminis, I don't like the label of being two-faced because all I am is just two sides of myself, you know, and which fits into my mood disorders. But I needed to say that, and I said it. And you, sir, have a cruel streak in you. You just raked me over the coals for a couple of days there, and perhaps I deserved it. You know, I don't know. I want to thank a few of the people that said to him, "Hey, you know, be good, be kind to him, or back off," or "I thought you were human." I don't want to get involved. I don't want to step in the middle of that. But anyway, hey, I am what I am, okay? And so, hey, I think things are okay with Timmy and I now. I think, you know, he kind of said, you know, you can't hate me too long, you know, I hope. And I'll try not to screw up again. But I wanted to talk about but I can't, I'm trying not to. But the group thing, okay? Look, long before you and I met, I formed these alliances with people. I came on doing political videos. If you go back to my very first video in my archive, it was a video about Michael Savage, a right-wing radio talk show host. And that's how it started. And that's how I met Whiskey Man, and that's how I met Only When Provoked. That's how I eventually met Methadone for Life, from hanging around that crowd. I was one of them. I was one of those, you know, I wouldn't call myself a truther, but I was one of those people that went and talked about politics and news and a lot of anti-Bush rants. I mean, my waterboarding video was probably the pinnacle of what I did when I was and Bush's Bubble was also, I think, a good one. A lot of my friends said it was good. And but I grew tired of that. I grew tired of the of the stubbornness of the political mind. There's some people are just never going to see it. Whiskey Man, I mean Louis Arrighi, good for you hanging in there. Haven't seen Zen Prophet in quite a while. Hope he comes back. And Only When Provoked, he's still there, you know, doing more of his music thing, kind of checking out the scene, you know. But you know, all of you folks have my support, you know that. And Fez Night does have a little bit of the old me in there. Then I met the Network of Evil. I entered a contest. I decided to try something else. A little bit of my amateur acting skills. And a long time ago, I came up with, when I used to try to do creative writing, I came up with a fictitious character called Dr. Bender, who I always thought would make a great kids or a movie matinee science fiction host for horror movies. Dr. Bender's Movie Macabre! You know, something like that. And I also used him in a film class once. So, but he didn't have the pith helmet then. He wore he was more of a college professor. So I met the Network of Evil. And then, boy, then I started falling into the group thing. Okay, so I became an NOE member. And there's this whole thing, like here's this group, and they're in your group, and you know, and the tribal thing. And then one member became friends, really good friends, loves this guy, with Riley the Roofer, okay? Now, I'll be honest, not everything the Roofers does is appealing to me. I too find the group unwatchable. But Riley, to give him his due, has offered his support to me, has called me his friend, has yanked my chain quite a bit to my own chagrin, you know, fooling me into thinking he had a stroke, fooling me into thinking he lost his son in the war, because I'm so gullible, all right? I like to at least try to give people the benefit of the doubt. Riley, you got me, okay. So anyway, then along comes Team Pink. And then there was groups before this. There was the Underground. There were the Aliens. Oh, and by the way, the NOE is in very good with the Aliens. I call them the NOE because I don't like saying Network of Evil. And so there's these back channel alliances that I have with people. And the wonderful thing about Cyber 9 Rounder, and I'll still say the man is a genius, the man is not like anybody else on YouTube. The wonderful thing about him that is so refreshing. I myself, citizenkong, I don't do the sub for a sub. I am not out there trying to ask people to sub to me. You don't see on my little channel, please subscribe, please comment. You know, I don't go around, sub to me, you know. Hey, if you want to subscribe, great. That's fine, you know. I do very little to promote my channel, you know. I mean, one time I had a Fez contest, and that was more kind of Royal Order of the Fez sort of thing. So, pause for a drink.